So I get this all the time. People trying to time the market. When's the best time to sell? When, is it shift to a buyer's market, things like that. So we just came out of the last 24 months where it was beyond a seller's market. I've been in the business for 20 plus years. I've never seen it swing that far into a seller's market where you had a total lack of inventory, extremely low interest rates. Almost every house, whether it was $2 million or $500,000, was getting multiple offers and selling at 10% over list price. In a word, it was nuts. So now I'm getting the question of, is it still a seller's market? Is it a buyer's market? What's going on? Well, it's gone from a massive seller's market where there was almost no advantages to being a buyer to the buyer does have a little bit more control over the transaction now. So what's that mean for you guys on the I'm selling my house or I'm buying a house level? Inventory is still low, however, it's twice what it was 12 months ago. So that obviously helps the buyer, but we're still at low inventory rates. I know that because time on market is one of the measurements that we use to determine seller's, buyer's market. And we're at about 3 weeks, 21 to 25 days. An even market where it's really hard to decipher seller or buyer's market is 90 days on market. That's a typical market. So sellers might have got used to 5 to 7 days on market with multiple offers, but that's not reality based. That was a fluke. So we've now got some higher interest rates, which is not necessarily in the buyer's favor, but you have more inventory. Historically, if you look at the rates, they're still very low. And I think what you're gonna see is a correction. You see on news, mind you, they live on fear. They want you to tune in. They want you to read their paper. They want to instill fear to get you to tune in. They say, is this a bubble? Are we gonna see a housing downturn? Are we gonna see crazy interest rates? I don't think any of those are gonna happen. I think the market is in what I would call a corrective state. So keep that in mind. This is not a downturn, it's a correction. We're getting rid of something we shouldn't have had, which is 5, 6, 7 days on market, 20 offers, 10, 15% over list price, all cash. Those things don't exist in a normal market. So long story short, it's still a seller's market, but the buyers are getting a little bit more control back with higher inventory and reasonable rates and things like that. So buyers, it's a good time as long as you're in it for the long haul. Sellers, don't be miffed at the fact that you maybe missed the prices 6 to 12 months ago, because prices are still extremely high and you're still getting great value for that asset that you have.